Okay, now they're trying to say the drones are banned in certain areas. What did you accomplish by saying that or putting that ban out? What did it stop? I'm hearing they in Atlanta. Now my family's all into it. They running and showing me videos. Look, they showing them in Atlanta. I'm like, I told y'all they everywhere. What is this ban supposed to do? Somebody please help me figure that part out. Because it don't look like they're slowing down. Then nobody's talking about the orbs. Like, what's happening here? What's happening?
The FAA has officially issued temporary flight restrictions on drones in several parts of New Jersey. And this as the state's ongoing mystery drone saga continues to befuddle and perplex residents and lawmakers alike. News Nation's Kelly Meyer is live at the Pentagon for us, where officials are slated to give a briefing in just a short while. Kelly, these new drone flight restrictions in Jersey dictate that the government may use, quote, deadly force against any unmanned aircraft deemed a threat. What does that actually mean?
Yeah, and it comes as thousands of Americans continue to report unusual drone activity to the FBI. We were here the other day at the Pentagon, and we'll be back in this briefing a short time from now, coming up within this hour, to ask more questions, including how exactly you would enforce something like that and patrol the skies, so to speak. And as you mentioned, the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, issued this ban on drone operations in several areas of New Jersey until January 17th, unless operators are granted special permission, they say, from the government due to special security reasons. Now, a statement from the FAA today reads, quote, at the request of federal security partners, the FAA published 22 temporary flight restrictions prohibiting drone flights over critical New Jersey infrastructure. The temporary flight restrictions were implemented beginning on Wednesday in these locations you can see here.
Well, obviously they ain't get the memo. They ain't get the memo because they everywhere. They ain't listen. Obviously, they not listening to y'all's ban. Y'all ban means nothing to them. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to write it or get something out there to write it in the sky. Maybe they'll read it. Something else, maybe on a blimp or something. But they not listening to y'all.
Camden, South Brunswick, Jersey City. And Democratic New Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer, he's calling on the agency to do a public briefing to explain the call to ban drones, saying, quote, they must brief the public on the reasons for their actions. Decisions like these made in a vacuum only lead to more confusion and uncertainty. These federal agencies must do better by Jersey families. And the Department of Homeland Security spokesperson also saying that the flight restrictions are being issued out of, quote, an abundance of caution here. Natasha.
Yeah, that's interesting. And Kelly, what about the counter-drone system that the U.S. military is sending to New Jersey bases? What do we know about it? How does it work?
Yeah, so this is something that the Pentagon Press Secretary, Major General Patrick Ryder, was touching on a bit when we were here on Tuesday, sending these counter-drone technology systems to these installations to help detect these drones. And what this is called is a drone.
All smoking mirrors. The mirrors are smoking. That's what's happening right now. You don't believe me? Because none of this stuff means anything, because apparently nothing has changed. It's the mirrors are smoking. It's smoking mirrors.
We are hunting for drones with drones here in Ocean County, New Jersey, which has been at the epicenter of this drone sighting frenzy. In fact, Sheriff Sargent is here flying a drone right now. But I want to show you some of the technology that they're using here to try and track drones in real time. Even though the federal government has said that most of these drone sightings in New Jersey and beyond have not actually been drones, but really have been airplanes or helicopters, the Sheriff's Department here actually says that they have seen drones fly off the Atlantic Ocean back there, and that has led them to trying to chase them in some cases. This is their county command center that they typically use for homicides, but inside here, they have a really intense setup. They essentially put in live flight tracking data on these screens, and as well as live cameras to try and figure out if they're really aircraft or really drones. They think the truth is actually out there, and there have been legitimate drone sightings here in New Jersey. We are hunting for drones.
It's not the time for that, sir. This whole video, it felt like you just wanted to show off all of their cool gadgets in their command center. It's not the time for that. We're not amazed and wowed by the gadgets and gizmos and stuff that y'all got right now. Maybe later, but not right now. Tell us what's going on. Nothing was said. You gave us no information about what's going on except that they were flying drones, expensive drones that they had. Looked like they were having a good time. I don't want to have a good time right now. I want to know what's going on. So many others feel the same way I feel. Like, what do you mean?
Here to the mystery over those drones, and tonight the FAA with an unprecedented move, banning drones over parts of the Northeast, threatening to shoot them down now, where they're now restricting what they call national defense airspace over parts of New Jersey. Here's ABC's Ariel Reshef tonight.
Tonight, federal authorities making an
Here to the mystery over those drones.
Again, it don't look like they got y'all's memos. As I see what could be, I don't know, those could be planes, helicopters, but I see little lights in the background as well. I'm not there, so I can't really tell you, but to me, it seems like either y'all are patrolling the airways or they not listening to y'all. That's not theory, that's fact of what we seen.
There is a retired four-star general named Barry McCaffrey. And General McCaffrey believes that the drones that we're seeing throughout the U.S. and all over the world, he thinks that they are possibly carrying a payload. And by payload, what he's implying is that the drones are carrying something far more sinister than we might have thought. This could be an explosive or possibly even something they spray on people below. But I wanted to pass on the news, and I'm going to share with you the clip. Here it comes.
Significant threat to U.S. national security.
Retired four-star general and NBC News military analyst Barry McCaffrey tells NBC News there's good reason why local and federal agencies are treading carefully.
When you see something of this capacity, you wonder why it would be needed. What are they doing? It implies a heavy payload, and a heavy payload would be either something dangerous, a bomb, but in this case, surveillance of some sort.
I want to, like I said before, I want to hear from Trump and Elon right now. I find it very strange and odd that I just don't have a barrage of tweets popping up on my timeline from Elon. I don't hear Trump taking every shot he can at this administration that's currently in there before he get in there to just pretty much say what type of job they're doing in handling this situation. I know he spoke recently, but I haven't seen anything come up on my timeline. I'm gonna look for it about the drone situation. The only thing I've seen from Trump saying was when the reporter asked him, he was like, I don't want to talk about that. And you know what I mean? That to me is letting me know that one, y'all are aware. Yes, you're aware. Two, y'all may have something to do with this. And y'all are not telling us. Like, so, yeah. And then you have people popping up on the news like this guy saying, hey, this is what it could be. And that correlates with a lot of things a lot of other people were saying that they were looking for.
Just in, the Department of Energy busted the latest theory on those mysterious drones, and you won't believe how it all happened. So New Jersey's been buzzing with those mystery drones lately. It's a story we first told you about 2 weeks ago, and people are losing their minds over what they might be looking for. Then boom, someone connects the dots to missing radioactive material from a cancer center. And suddenly, we're all in a real-life sci-fi thriller. I mean, get the popcorn. Are the drones hunting down radiation? Are they alien? Even Belleville's mayor, Michael Melham, chimed in on TV.
What might they be looking for? Well, potentially, we're aware of a threat that came in through Port Newark. Maybe that's radioactive material. There was and there is an alert that's out right now that radioactive material in New Jersey has gone missing.
So it turns out the radioactive material is not so missing after all. Here's the tea. Reports say the material came from a New Jersey cancer center. It was shipped via FedEx, classic. It got lost in transit for a hot second. Now, how does that even happen? And then found, and guess what? It was all basically harmless because it was depleted and wrapped in styrofoam. Yes, I said styrofoam, like a cup. So, no radioactive drone scavenger hunt, but you have to admit that would have made an epic Netflix series. Now, we're back to square one with these drones. So, What are they doing? Are they spying? Are they delivering late night pizza? Or is it like the feds say, just a case of mistaken identity? So we want to know what your theories.
No, haven't heard that part. It's the first time I've heard that. FedEx carrying some stuff from a cancer center. That one eluded me. That like you have to laugh, like, bro, because it's like they're giving you little pieces of information here and there, just sprinkle it, just dabbing it to you, just giving it. Why? Why do we have to hear? I had to hear this from here, off of TikTok. Like, why aren't they speaking out about that? And then why are they still in the skies? Apparently, if it's taken care of or it wasn't no threat, why are they still up there and over different areas now? That can't be the case. Atlanta, West Coast, Florida, why are they everywhere?
Okay, so we were getting ready to do some last minute Christmas shopping when we saw this gigantic drone. And I have said in the past that the drones were big, but this one, we couldn't pull our phones out fast enough to record it. This one was huge. I have never seen, I mean, it was definitely the size of a small car. Actually, a big car. I would say it was the size of like an SUV. Like, it was gigantic. And it was so low to the ground. It, again, sounded like a helicopter, and it hovered, and it was just super strange. I definitely haven't been seeing as many as I used to, but they're still kind of there.
One of those huge drones just crashed in Hillsborough, New Jersey, with what looked to be hazmat and police officers surrounding the location of where it crashed. I'm not sure as to how it crashed, but this is crazy, because where it crashed is located near the same exact spot of which my friend had been arrested just last week. Do keep in mind, apparently he was arrested because he was flying his drone in a no-fly zone. But he was trying to fly his drone up to 3 different drones that were hovering above his home. And when my friend's drone got close to those drones, his drone got hit with some kind of weird pulse, which caused his drone to lose power and crash. And according to his wife, the FBI had actually seized that drone technology of his. There's a guy right now that's recording all of this right now. I'll tag him down below. I'm not sure if you'll still see the live when you see this video, but he's right near the location of where it had crashed. There's tons of police officers surrounding the area, and there's tons of news stations reporting upon it right now as well. But you can see what looks to be like a mobile command center on his live as well. It's fucking weird. But the craziest part is that the people at the Lowe's across the street from where it had crashed actually reported that when the drone, if we're still calling it that, had crashed, apparently electricity in the area, especially inside of Lowe's, started going crazy. And people that were shopping at that time were reporting that lights in Lowe's were flickering like crazy. And I still don't understand as to how there isn't any answer as to what they could be, and why our government doesn't seem to know. But this situation keeps getting more and more confusing by the day. And if they recovered something from that crash site, I want to know what it was.
All right, that is the Air Force plane.
This is the Air Force plane. This is the Air Force plane.
Coming at us.
Coming this way. These we don't know.
Well, why is it coming this way?
I don't know. There's the red thing, and now it's blinking. Now it's blinking, it's going down. Yo, it's going down. Yo! Oh my god, I just got shot down. Oh my god.
Holy.
From above. Oh my god.
Should we go investigate?
Did anyone see that?
But why would the Air Force plane go the other way?
But there was another one above it. Because they got backup. There was something above it. Oh. I pray some people saw that. Oh. Guys, we just saw a drone get shot down.
We think.
We think?
You know what? This makes me think that, you know, the war between humans and AI and robots could be taking place right now. And we're on the ground trying to figure out what's going on. Right? And it could be taking place like right before our eyes. You know, we don't even know who's winning, but it could be happening and taking place. Just think about that theory that was tossed out there the other day about one of the AIs that wouldn't shut down, and now they were afraid that it was in control of the drones and we were afraid to fire upon it. Just think. Maybe it's happening.
They just, where are they going? No. Where are they going? That's real life. Like, that has to be fake. Dalton, you're recording this, right? They just, where are they going? No.
That better be fake. Or she better be at some type of drone show or light show. Because if that's a ton of orbs getting together like that, bro, we might as well, you know what I mean, grab all the canned goods you got in your home. We need to find us a bunker somewhere and get comfortable. Yeah, that might be what we need to do, man. Who got all the canned goods in the waters? Right? Who got the underground bunker that can fit most of us? Who got it? It's 1, 2, 3. It's 4 of my family. Y'all got room for us? I need to know. I need somewhere to go, man. I need a bunker, a good bunker, man. I like to be comfortable. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to be intrusive. You know, we'll take what we can get.
Something big is coming in regards to these drones. I think these drones are the precursor of something much, much bigger to come. Some people think this is Project Bluebeam. Some people think that this is all one big giant distraction. Others think that it's just the government doing government things and testing it, and that there's nothing going on, and some people buy it. I think what we have going on here is a serious case of government and NHI working, communicating, where something has come to an impasse where things are gonna change hugely in the next few days, few weeks, maybe even a few months. Something big is coming.
Where are you at, sir? Because you might be somewhere living off the grid. And if so, I might need to come out there with you. Where you at? You know what I mean? You look like you might know how to survive out there a little bit. Those need to be my friends these days, that who can survive off the grid, you know, in these times. I'm more so of a liability out there, you know, but I'll keep us entertained, you know. I'll help. I'll help. You just show me what you need to do and I'll help. But I can't help but think that that's where he at out there off the grid somewhere, man. And people who live off the grid, they laughing at us right now because they know they've been preparing for this for years while we weren't. We weren't prepared.
The government is suggesting otherwise. It's pushing the line that these are simply drones. What's implausible about the government's position, I believe, is that they have no explanation about who is responsible for these drones, nor can they explain where they are coming from or where they're going to. They know, I think, absolutely nothing about them, and it does entitle us to ask the question that I think has been posed by at least one congressional representative: could this possibly be NHI, non-human intelligence? Certainly, if it is NHI, we have no knowledge what's inside the craft if it is. It might be occupied by some alien being. We simply don't know. At the moment, it's idle to speculate. But the government's increasing vacuum on information is the issue. All it's doing is feeding growing public speculation that it's hiding something. Add to that the fact that there's increasing evidence that these objects, whatever they are displaying anomalous performance characteristics. They are capable of stealth management. They can go dark. They can literally disappear. They are also able to manage their signature, their visual and audio signature. They appear capable of presenting themselves as looking like aircraft, like helicopters or planes, when in fact they're not helicopters and planes. They're displaying what look like navigation lights, which don't appear to be proper FAA-approved navigation lights. They are also able to not display any kind of RF signature that allows them to be interfered with standard RF jamming equipment. Whatever they are, they're highly advanced and they're not known conventional drones. The government is suggesting...
Hold on a second, sir. Sir. So you mean to tell me that some of these videos that we've looked at we could have thought were planes, because I've seen a lot of people say, oh, that's a plane, that's a plane. Look at the size of it, look at the way it's moving. That's a plane, the colors on it, red and green, that's a plane. Could have been some type of, what acronym do you throw out? Let's talk about that too. All of these, like UFO, UAP, now I got what, NHI, non-human intelligence? Like, I can't keep up at this point. But you're saying that one of those could be that in disguise of one of ours, making it look like one of ours? That's a problem. That's a problem. And here they are downplaying what we're dealing with. Are you crazy? Y'all are gonna downplay that? Like they said, bro, some of those things are like the size of a vehicle that's in the air. And you want us to downplay that? No. Like, this is not how Christmas is supposed to be. No. I can't even go outside to do Christmas shopping. Ain't nobody getting nothing.
Shannon Rainsford, you got the whole world watching, buddy. So this is the man that shot down the drone. This is his latest update. Check it out.
Hey, I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep this thing in my possession. There's so many things that I would love to share with you, but I can't because of my safety. And for everyone that thinks this is a joke, that's great. I wish that everyone did think it was just a joke, but it's not. But I'm not going to be out here zooming in on it, taking photographs, putting it on the internet, and have these people that are coming for me. I won't last 24 hours. And if you guys can't understand that I'm having to do this for my safety, then you're just thinking about yourself, you know? I mean, this is not a game. This is not a joke. I know people hear stuff all the time, but I'm in this shit now.
So whether this is real or not, this is one of the most interesting stories that I have seen, and I'm invested. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next.
Everybody has been belly aching for. So here you go.
If these are foreign-made high-tech drones, how do they fly with no wings, rotors, or detectable exhaust? Do they possess some sort of cloaking ability? The sensor data, combined with the video images, raises difficult questions.
The public has been able to see several astounding images of what certainly qualify as UFOs during encounters with the U.S. Navy. There's no question that the Pentagon has sensor data to go along with the photos and videos, but none of that information has been leaked or otherwise released. That is, until today.
For 2 long hours on the night of July 15, 2019, the crew of the USS Omaha detected on multiple sensor systems unknown objects that surrounded the ship as it moved through ocean waters west of San Diego. One of the objects, a
I tried, bro, but his music was too loud, and it sounded like he had great information. I just couldn't decipher it between the music. That was so loud, man. I really want to hear what he's displaying about, bro, but let's keep searching.
The FAA says it will investigate a mishap at a holiday drone show. This happened in Orlando, Florida. Take a look at this video. Several of the drones collided and then plunged into the crowd of spectators. The Orlando Fire Department says a 7-year-old was injured, taken to the hospital for emergency heart surgery after a drone hit him in the chest. Orlando officials say the show was in its 3rd year and typically draws approximately 25,000 people. The holiday drone show was a permitted event through the FAA.
I don't think timing wise that this was a good idea to even do. You know, with everything going on, people are already worried about these drones, and now you have a holiday drone show. I think somebody should have stepped up and been like, you know, maybe we might need to cancel this year or maybe reschedule until they get this whole drone situation figured out. You know, some people might have saw that stuff going up in the air and used some type of device to have them things start coming down. You don't know. People are on edge right now. Everyone's on edge right now. So sending up a bunch of drones for a holiday drone show, just prayers for the people injured and the kids, man. Prayers to them.
Yo. What is happening right now?
Let's go ahead and check in with Madeline Rivera with Fox News as we get the very latest on how this shutdown was.
Some of them are orbs. There's people getting these photos of these glowing balls.
Plasma orbs.
There's one that I saw on Twitter. I was like, man, I don't want to get into this right now. I'm going to bed. And so I forgot to save it, unfortunately, because it was just...
Is it when they're landing the plane and they're up really high?
No, it was they were focusing in on a screen. So someone... Have you seen it?
I just saw it too, but it was on my For You feed, and I don't know if I can find it right now.
We're overwhelmed by these goddamn things, so I'm not even saving the interesting ones and sending them to Jamie. I don't know, man. I think some of them are... We've watched one that was from Arizona that was a few months ago, and we watched it jet off into the sky. We watched a video of it, and it moves. First of all, it's just a light. It's like a ball of light. And it rises, and they're all freaking out, like, it's moving. And then it just goes like this, starts moving towards space, and
because we looked at that.
No sound. I showed it to you. That's right. I showed it to you at the club. No sound and an insane speed. I don't know what the speed was. It was as big as an SUV, and then instantaneously it was gone. It just and then some of them are orbs. There's people getting these photos.
But Dave, is it me, or does it feel like they've just stopped talking about the orbs? You don't hear as much about those. That topic came and went. The drones, it's still here. But the orbs, but that's what has me on the search for that too. Because it's like, how did that just get suppressed? How did all of that coverage just get pushed down and no one's like talking about it? Everyone's hush-hush. That has my antennas up.
They get bigger.
Video.
Yeah.
You made it smaller?
Yeah, once you go past it, make it small.
The hell? Alright, stop it. Let's see if we can look at it.
They get bigger.
Video.
Yeah.
I know y'all been seeing all the orbs and UFOs in the sky. As a frequent sky gazer, I've seen an orb. Leaving work. Look. Okay, look. First of all, we got 2 moons. What's going on there? What's going on there? The orb. It won't let me zoom in on TikTok, but if you zoom in, it's an orb. I think that's either a star or Venus. But orb. It's so cool.
What the fuck? What the?
All right, you guys.
See?
So we're looking at this thing that's changing colors, right? Purple, blue, yellow, green, red.
Look at that thing, Graydon.
That thing is in the sky on our cruise ship.
Yo.
And it almost looks like there's a dark circle around it. Like it's some type of circular UFO.
Graydon, get back from the shore.
That boy blinking. He's changing colors.
Hey, let me see it.
Actually, you're on my shoulder, buddy. I can't keep a steady hand.
Hey, let me see it.
That's on our cruise ship. We're in the Florida Straits right now, about to dock in Miami tomorrow. And then there's also this guy that's further out. but doing the same damn thing. Changing colors, flashing. Now, just for shits and giggles, that star is super bright. That boy not changing colors.
Or is it?
It is not.
There's an alien right there.
It's not changing colors. Not changing colors. You can definitely see that guy, even from this far out, changing colors.
Brandon, can I have my phone back, please?
Yes.
Why do you have kids?
All right.
First of all, let's just commend this guy for getting great shots. And he's on a cruise, by the way. Normally, I'm so into my drink package that I can't even see straight by nighttime. So I would have never got this footage for y'all. So let's commend him on getting the footage first and foremost. But bro, did you see how many orbs he got on camera? Like it was nothing, just up there, just shape shifting and changing and glowing and just this stuff is beyond weird at this point. Like, and do we realize what we're seeing? Like, what will we look back on this and say in a few years, or the next generation? What will they know that we didn't know while looking at this right now? We're amongst it, and it seems like we're just sitting here waiting for the other shoe to drop, and about what's about to happen next. I don't know what's about to happen next, bro. But man, am I on pins and needles.